We are glad to present to you 25 facts about Jorge Aguilar. Jorge Aguilar was born on June 1st, 1971 in Chalchuapa, Santa Ana. He currently lives in San Salvador. He is a poet, a writer, and a professor of English literature in the University of El Salvador. He is also someone who works hard to foster the culture in our country. He has written several poems included in his book Elegías de Medianoche, as well as a participation in Revista Humanidades.
Number 1. What's Jorge Aguilar's favorite food?
Shrimps.
Number 2. What's Jorge Aguilar's favorite drink?
Horchata de coco, cebada, natural juices, things like those.
Okay.
And also alcoholic drinks.
Number 3. Has he ever broken a bone?
Yes, 2-3 times, but I don't remember their names right now.
Yeah.
And these two here,
Okay.
the two of them.
In the shoulders.
Yes, on the shoulders. I broke one when I was 3, and the other one was when I was 5. And I broke my wrist here. This one, playing football.
Number 4. Does he like to sing in the shower?
I sing everywhere, not only in the shower.
What do you like to sing?
Anything
Really?
that can be considered music.
Number 5. Can he play any instrument?
Well, I can play the drums, las maracas, and things like those.
Number 6. What does he prefer? Sunny or rainy days?
It will depend on my plans.
Okay. Now,
But if you ask me if I prefer hot weather and cold weather, I prefer cold weather.
okay.
Number 7. Is there anything that Jorge Aguilar cannot stand on?
Injustice,
Yes.
poverty, hypocrisy.
Number 8. What is Jorge Aguilar's favorite movie?
Let's say Dead Poet Society, El Postino, La Vida es Bella.
Number 9. Is there anything that he would like to change in his life?
Nothing. I guess that's what I have to live in. I feel fine. I mean, for example, I entered to the university being 17. I could have been a teacher and a licenciado before 22 or 23, because I studied in 1989 and I graduated in 1998 from licenciatura, almost 9 years. But I graduated in 1994 from professorship. I mean, all the delays related to my majors were related to the war and struggles that I used to live. But the thing is that I never regret about what I have done, because it's part of my life. And if I regret, I'm regretting of what I am.
Number 10. What would be a dream that he has?
Imagine that song can tell you my dream. I hope one day this will change here, that we're going to be really living in peace. I hope that one day human beings can change completely, as El Che was saying, to become a new man, in order that we can have a new society where everybody will be really, really similar to others, and there's no lack of justice.
Number 11. Is there anything that he has postponed?
The writing of my books, because I have 2 projects of books, one of poetry and another one which is testimonial related to the war in El Salvador. And I have been postponing because of my work because of my responsibilities. Now that I have 3 jobs at the same time, it's difficult.
Number 12. Is there someone or something that has been a turning point for him?
A turning point also was el profesor Velasco. He was my legislación and finanzas públicas teacher at high school. The two of them were like creating consciousness in me. For example, they realized that I was a good student, that the problem was that I was not attending classes. I was more interested in other things than studying. And suddenly they created consciousness on me, and then I began like taking life with more responsibility. And then is when I decided on what to study, laws or English. And for economical reasons, I chose English because I knew that I was going to be teaching immediately. I don't know how, but I knew. Mm-hmm. And when I was in the second semester, I was teaching already.
Number 13. What is JHAguilar's favorite place?
My favorite place is my body, myself. I mean, I can fit in everywhere.
Number 14. What is something that he dislikes on himself?
Not to be really patient. Yeah, because sometimes this makes me be aggressive. Sometimes this makes me shout or say things that I really don't mean. And later I repent about saying the things. So patience is something that I have been working on.
Number 15. What is the thing that he likes the most of himself?
Being me.
Okay.
Being myself. I mean, I guess I'm unique. I have many problems, many, well, bad qualities, good qualities, but it's myself. That's the way I am. That's what I like.
Number 16. Who is JHAguilar's favorite author?
For me, it's very difficult to mention one name whenever I'm asked about music and poetry and things like those. But let's say Cesar Vallejo from Peru, Fyodor Dostoevsky, but he's not a poet, he's a novelist. Edgar Allan Poe, of course. Gabriel Garcia Marquez, Jorge Luis Borges, Roque Dalton from here. Well, I have to say that I admire Aida Parraga's poetry.
17. What is his favorite fruit?
Any kind of fruit except cacao. Maybe let's say bananas, mangoes, cashews.
18. What is his favorite animal?
In the modern kind of animal, that would be a tiger. But it's not it's el tigrillo, which was for our ancestors. It's a little bit different from the tiger, the real one. El tigrillo is a little bit different. It's more
smaller.
regional. Smaller, yes.
19. What is the biggest lesson that he has learned in his life?
To say things in the moment that I have to say them, not to delay them. Because something similar to this happened in my life, that I never talked to the person, and when I wanted to, that person said to me, "You never said anything."
20. Which are the countries that he has visited?
Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, Ecuador, Colombia, Cuba, the US, Netherlands, and Iran. I would say Cuba. because of the way people are, the places they have, the architecture, because when you go to Cuba, it's like if you go back in time. And I don't know you, but I am from the 70s, and it's like if I go to the 70s back.
Number 21. What is his biggest fear?
Not to finish everything that I'm trying to do here.
Number 22. How many jobs and occupations has he had in his life?
It's a difficult question.
Or the most meaningful?
Well, let me list them, all of them. If I can. Okay, first job was when I was a child.
Okay.
My grandpa had taller de mano de obra, mecánica de obra de banco, that's what they call. It's where you make all the fences, doors, etc. Electric ones and made of iron. Then, believe it or not, when I was like 13, I guess, it was maybe for a very short period that I was cobrador en un microbús. Then I became a teacher when I was 18. I taught at Liceo Americano. Then in 1991, I was teaching at Eduardo Claparede. Then I was a translator. Then I became again an English teacher at Escuela Fe y Alegría Soyapango. I have been trainer of teachers. I have been a chief of Protección Social with 2 times. This is the second, and many other things.
Number 23. What was Jorge Aguilar's role in the Civil War?
I was just a combatant, and I had to play roles, follow orders, see people die, and many things. This is very paradoxical. When I was a child, I really admired cadetes. When I was looking at them like marching, I used to say, I want to be one of them. My grandpa used to threaten me all the time that I was going to be sent to the army as a punishment because I didn't behave.
Number 24. What is the biggest accomplishment in his professional life?
To have traveled to different countries without paying 1 cent. I mean, being invited to give conferences, to attend conferences, to visit different countries, to know their culture, to be part of the culture of a country, etc.
25. A poem. Ser Potable by Jorge Aguilar.
So, ser potable. Para algunos ecos cavernosos que en su prehistoria se encumbran y sus fósiles oropélicas ganancias destilan, ser potable es ver las fauces de un vampiro chupando el alma del humilde y no decir nada. Para algunas tormentas marítimas que las islas de la razón destrozan, ser potable es trocar sus principios en simpatías neuróticas y abrumantes de abismos desenfrenadamente asfixiantes. Ser potable para algunos guijarros expandidos sobre el suelo de la justicia es ofrendar sonrisas traidoras y resbalar la envidia sobre la espalda de la amistad. Ser potable es ser cómplice de la mediocridad para que la luz de un alma sana no los alcance y descubra su verdadera lúgubre tez. Yo no soy potable porque no soy vencido, porque no soy bebible, absorbible. Yo no soy potable, porque no soy vendido, ni vendible. There were electionships here, as usual at the university. And somebody says, why don't we vote and propose Jorge to be a representative of AGU, Asamblea General Universitaria? And immediately somebody else, I don't remember who they were, but somebody else said, no, Jorge no es potable. So meaning that I was not accepted by people because of the way I am. And that's why I began writing those things, telling them that ser potable in our culture is not to say anything. To let it be, as the Beatles used to say, right? Laissez-faire. I mean, in other words, it's like to watch things and play the fool, to just go and represent strange interests, not people's interests. And that's why I wrote it.
Now, an opinion from a colleague.
Fue algo muy casual. Una vez asistimos juntos en Ciudad de Panamá, hicimos un viaje de trabajo y yo no conocía que él era poeta, sino que allá nos reunimos con unos amigos, entonces él ahí mostró sus cualidades como poeta, ¿no? Él recita, declama, canta también. Bueno, en términos generales, Jorge Aguilar es una persona respetuosa cuando en un ambiente de trabajo, muy amigo, muy amistoso,